with this, man, you got to screen record this shit, man.
Oh, okay,
All
okay.
right, so yeah, so it's one or two things that happened, man, and I believe that. Yeah, I believe they offed him. Now let's see if they either come with some like come back together, because they has had allegedly been apart. Damn, I can't get my notifications off this shit. But let's see if they come back together.
Meaning who come back together? Oh, the other dude.
Quavo
Uh,
and Offset. I,
yeah, them guys. Yeah, yeah, the other one, right? Chess move. I got
let's see if they come back together, and let's see if they all of a sudden, do like what you said, do a diamond album and go and be
Oh,
all
they just said, hey, they just said that they finished their album. The dude, him, Quavo, and the dude that just died finished their album just now. So it's about to be stupid. It's about to be diamond.
now. I don't know. I mean,
Straight up.
do you know if you? I wonder how many people I can get in here. Let me see if I might be able to get one other person here. Um, yeah. Let's really see what's about to happen, man. I really believe what's about to happen is that they're about to come out. They're about to drop like. And then, by the way, it's my guy right here, Just Jason. Follow him on
What's that?
platforms. Follow him. Hit the like button. Share this shit. Appreciate Tiffany Williams, Johnson McDonald. Appreciate you up in here, Lynette Smith, Shannon Roddy, of course. Um, oh, you can get up to four. All right, well let's see if we can get. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get her in here. Let's see, man. Hit the like button. Share this shit. Uh, like it's just sketchy. Oh damn, Facebook is letting the nigga ride a little bit up in here. That's what's up. I got two people in here.
Yeah, I think
That's
you could get up to 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
I think
That's
so.
what's up. That's what's up. So what you think? What you think? What you how you feel about what you saw?
Uh, well, one thing I do know is that I didn't look at the video of him being on the ground. I didn't want to see that. But I did see the video of the argument prior to the shooting. And Takeoff was just being the dude that he is, off to the side, not saying nothing, and then it goes down. The thing is that it's a well-known fact that a lot of these record labels got insurance on these artists. They make more money off these artists alive, I mean dead, than they do alive. And let's be honest, the Migos ain't really been popping that much over the past few years. Um, Offset really would be kind of irrelevant if it wasn't for him being married to Cardi B. Uh, Quavo been in a whole bunch of shit regarding his love life and other shit. They ain't really been making no music. And Takeoff really was the coldest one out of all of them, but he was the one that was a little bit more laid back. So they really didn't have no money that they could put, because talent don't sell no more. Gimmicks sell, dramatization sell. What can they brand off of you is what sells. So I don't know. I mean, deep down inside, I feel like that they probably felt like that they really couldn't use him anymore, and they didn't really need him. They could possibly make more money off of him being gone. It could be him being at the wrong place at the wrong time, but I don't see why some millionaires would be in a spot like that and there be no security. How could y'all have gotten through the door without being searched? Um, it's just a lot of foul shit at play. Personally, I just think that it's just really messed up how they do our people. Um, they always just want money off of our artists when they die. They like either they're gonna kill you, they're gonna make you look crazy, or they just gonna do away with you like you're nothing. Like artists are disposable right now.
Say,
So
yeah, and so what I would like to also preface this is by saying that this was a private party held by Jay Prince Jr.
that too.
Uh, just Jason Manezi. How you feel about when you like if I tell you that it's reported that he Takeoff died at 2:30 a.m. and these niggas got a song called 2:30. Could there be any correlation? Just Jason
A nigga,
Weston.
a nigga was Negro Damas. That's all. A nigga was Negro Damas.
And then they got so apparently they got a vid now. See, I saw the 2:30 video. I also saw I'm trying to look at this video called Messy, and apparently in this video, Messy Quavo sitting on a bed with a gun in his hand with something that looks like a contract. I'm also hearing that there's speculation that Quavo set him up. I mean, and that's like his nephew, or he's like his uncle. He's like
Yeah, he's
takes
uncle.
off uncle. So I mean, it's just very sketchy on. I mean, and they kept re-emphasizing the dice game. The dice game, like the dice game is.
Of course.
Yeah, because
And
here's the thing with that.
They
I'm
gotta
really
make niggas look like niggas.
hold on, man.
allegedly he lost about 100,000 and his chain.
They gotta make niggas look like niggas. Unfortunately.
Why? You got bands, you got money. Why are you fucking gambling with this anybody? Why are you gambling? Period. Go to the casino, bro.
I
What's wrong with you?
mean,
I
that's
can't feel
true.
sorry for you when you play silly games. You get silly rewards, my nigga. I don't feel sorry for you, bro.
At
I'm
a
sorry.
bowling alley.
But Quavo was the one who was in the mix of it. Takeoff was all to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like
And what's crazy? What's crazy is that so I seen look at their wrap snacks. Have you seen these niggas wrap snacks potato chip bag? Look, I don't really listen to these. I don't really listen to Amigos. I like Versace, nigga. That's the best song I like from them. Other than that, Bad and Booze. I mean, they got songs, man, that I can. But
bad.
when you
I
look
got the bad.
at when you look at their rap snacks, what I find what I find interesting in this is on the rap snacks bag, all Quavo and Offset are looking at their watches. Takeoff ain't. So did that mean that he was running out of time?
Wait a minute, I'm about to look this up now.
He got on Drink Champs. He gets on Drink Champs talking about he wants his flowers right now. Did he
You
know?
know, man, you said something bad about to happen to you. You can act like Kanye said. Kanye said the same thing. He like, shit, I call people names by their names so they can't hurt me. But you know what I'm saying? You can't. If I don't want you to get within 50, you're not getting within 50. Like seriously.
And they have, in my opinion, they have been setting this up with rappers for at least 15 to 20 years. When you look at some of these rappers that have died in the same city, there's been a lot of rappers, and then see like what's going on right now in Houston. So let me just tie this all in. What people really need to realize is that the world of entertainment, sports, and politics all coincide together. There's things that happen in one of those three that happens and sets off like sets off a path of something. You know what I mean? So I'll give you an example. Like right now, this happened with Quavo and Takeoff in Houston. You got the Houston Astros in the World Series. Okay.
Hmm.
These are things that they really do. When you look at last year, the Houston Astros were in the World Series again, and this same thing that happened yesterday the same exact time last year, the Travis Scott shit popped off in Houston.
What happened? What happened with Travis Scott?
Man, this nigga had a concert and some people got trampled and died.
His
Yeah.
career ain't been the same since.
Nah, it hasn't. And when you look at, so when you look at, and when you look at some of the, yeah, hit the like button, share the shit. When you look at when you look at what was going on at that concert, man, he had like images like something that looked devilish. You know what I'm saying? He had like an image of a mouth wide open, saying, "Are you ready to die?" or something like that. I mean, it was a lot of demonic type of
Energy.
things going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. He said the people died. Astro concert. I think, yeah, it was the Astro concert. And so, but there's like, and you look at what happened like with PNB Rock. You know what I'm saying? He's from Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Phillies is in the World Series. So they're using us to fulfill some crazy demonic agenda. You understand? And they and
Yeah,
they
I,
and, they, and
I get it.
like what Shannon was saying, they do have insurances on these artists. Go look it up. French Montana came out with it was either an article or an interview where he mentioned about labels having policies on artists. So they put this in front of you people. The question is, do you still have a mentality of an old nigga, which would be, hey, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe none. The way I see it and hear it's the way it happened. No, they getting so sloppy with it now. They're putting things in front of our faces, and and a lot of us are cohesive with knowing how to dissect that shit. Like we don't believe everything we seeing with this because it's happening so much, man.
But I mean, it all comes down to the fact is look at what people don't want. People want to continuously call Ye crazy, but like that's what he been saying though. Like the media, the media is literally our enemies at this point. They like I was telling my boyfriend earlier, I was like, we don't know what happened. Like, you gotta ask yourself, how is it that these news outlets get this news so fast? Wikipedia didn't skip a beat with changing that man's information on Wikipedia. I'm talking about he had to have been dead for like 5 hours. I've been up since this morning and they already had his shit changed.
Oh,
Already had his shit changed. Because I mean, like, that's why I was like, yo, I gotta stop picking up my phone first thing in the morning because that like threw my whole little vibe off for the morning. Because I'm like, yo, he's the one that don't say really nothing. Like, he don't be involved in anything. I think the only thing memorable quote that we ever got from him was when he said, "What you mean I wasn't on Bad and Bougie?" That was like he didn't really say anything. So it's just at this point where we have got to stop listening to everything that these media outlets say when it comes to our people, because they're going to switch the narrative the best way that they can in order for them to get views and attention. Attention is the new currency right now. So they don't really give a damn about how it's making a family look, because if they did, they would have never posted that man's dead body like that. They did the same thing with PNB Rock. They did the same thing with Young Dolph. Like, do you think that they feel some type of way if we posted John Lennon's dead body when he got murdered, or you know what I'm saying, one of these white artists when they got murdered? No, they would have not allowed that. And Facebook has moderators that are able to stop this trash from even hitting the net before it hit it. So that should already let you know that they are not on our side, y'all. They're not on our side.
so Shannon, do me a favor because you near your computer.
What's happening?
I want you to look up I think it's the cover art for Takeoff and Quavo's album. I think it's called the Infinity Links. The Infinity Links. And
The
when you look it
infinity.
up and see and tell me what you see when you look they put the shit in front of your face, man. Judge Jason, what's good, bro? What's good, man? Like what do you like
What's going on in
how
Miami?
do you feel when it comes like how do you feel when you know that they put things in front of your face? Like how do you feel when they do shit like that?
I feel like
Only
they're
built
genius.
for
I feel like they're
infinity
geniuses.
links.
I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like they're
Sorry.
geniuses, bro.
What you say,
They
Justin?
So this is for the people that's watching. This is the cover.
Hold on. Yeah, we go. Now what does that look like to you? What does that look? Can you see that? You see that, Justin?
Do y'all see it?
What's that? Now that's Takeoff in the front. That's Quavo in the back.
That's wild.
You know,
That is.
allegedly they saying allegedly he set him up. Allegedly, it look like it look like he.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And see, like when I see things like this happen, it's hard for me not to go to the other side, man, and just start looking at what they kind of put in front of your face in plain view.
yeah, they're geniuses, bro.
Yeah, they know, man. They know. The thing is, we don't ever. And look, everybody ain't gonna get this. Like I seen somebody on Facebook earlier talking about, please don't start with the conspiracy theories and all this other. Look. It at this point, if you really believe that these situations are happening the way that they're happening, and it's like uh not something that just no, all this shit coincides, man. And I ain't even spoke about the gematria part of it. I ain't even spoke about the number game. The numbers,
Right,
the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You know, like and I can't even like say all of what the numbers are, but just know that you know these things happen. Like I want to say he Takeoff was 28, and I think so there's like numbers that are real important, you know what I mean? And I'm just like really kind of scratching the surface with getting all up on game with it, with that type of knowledge.
right.
But man, they are doing this purposely, and it's by the numbers. Like I keep saying, DMX had a song called 24 Hours to Live, and in that song, he speaks about what he would do if he had 24 hours left. This nigga dies 24 years later, like
Damn.
24 days before his birthday type shit. Like this like that, I'm not look either they doing like that movie Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger, either they doing that where they erase you out the game and give you a whole new thing, or they are like really doing something to you.
Right.
Because it's like, man, if you think that PNB Rock was that Roscoe Chicken and Waffles in the most hoodest of the hoodest place in LA with $100,000 on his chest, rolling, pulling up in a Maybach, nigga, you was already a target.
Right.
You know what's up with these niggas on this Empire label? Why are all these Empire niggas getting rocked off? You know what I mean? Why it's been some other rappers in Houston that have died within the past like year or two. Uh so it's like, man, like these things, man, it's just to the point where they put it in front of your face, and it's your job to find out information beyond information. This is the informational age. You know what Jay-Z say? Google's your friend, bruh.
Right.
But I also feel like everything it's all kind of coming together, and this will continue to happen until those people in the industry who know that this is happening speak up about it, because it's going to continue to happen. They're going to continue to sacrifice people, whether they're sacrificing people or not. You got to start asking, like, look how many rappers have died within the last 10 years.
Right.
Right.
it's to the point where I know they say, well, niggas die every day. It's to the point where there is a new rapper that dies like every 2 months. Two
And
months.
and it doesn't
I
and
never
it,
heard that too.
and it doesn't even have to be a known. It could be a local.
Right.
It could just be a local, or it could just be
Man,
somebody
nigga.
up and coming. Because I didn't know PNB Rock until my dude told me who he was, and I was like, okay, yeah, I remember that song. It's either they either gonna get a drug overdose, or they're going to just get murdered, or they're going to just go broke. Like there's no there it's literally a pattern. And after a while you start noticing the patterns. It's not like how it was when we were younger, and like when Biggie, because when Biggie, Pac, Jam Master Jay, when they died, it was just kind of really like, damn, that's really like kind of messed up. Like we took that hard, but like there really wasn't nothing else that was going on that will make you think that it was a pattern. We're seeing patterns that are happening though.
Facts.
It'll it'll go from it being someone who's like a local or someone who's not well known to being somebody that's known. You know what I'm saying? And then it's to the point where you start wondering like, well, damn, are they playing in our face?
Hell yeah. They putting this right in front of you. See, like, what this is really deciphering are those who really have some kind of um third eye, and those that really don't. It's 2022. Like, if your mind is not going beyond what they put in front of you, you will always be someone who think and roll with the status quo. If you because like they'll start using these different kind of names and wording, and then so like when this situation happens right now, the most that people will pay attention to is the dice game part.
Hmm.
That's the first thing they gonna say. Oh, the dice game. Yeah, I seen people on Facebook. One person was like, "If you ain't never been to a dice game, shut the fuck up." Like, if you ain't never shot dice, then nigga don't speak on this shit. Nigga. I'm like, hold on, man.
Man.
I'm like, hold on, man. Hold on, man. I'm like, what
Like you
the
say,
hell, man? Like, this shit getting out of hand, man. Like, people just are just
Out of
like,
hand.
you ain't even worrying about all this other shit. You caught up in the dice game, nigga. He loved it because once they start floating around this 100,000 and this chain, see how many memes come out from that when they start talking about how much money he lost and what he had and what he, you know what I'm saying? Wait till that drops. Like, that's what they're gonna be focused on next. They're not gonna be thinking about, hey, well, what about that snap snap rap snacks? What about the cover of a project where it looks like,
It's going down. It's going down. They about to be talking about this all the way to the end of the year.
yeah,
Because this wasn't no guys that nobody has ever heard of. This was really, honestly, if you really want, aside from Ray Shrimmer, this was the only black group that we had. Like, there were no other rap groups outside of them. We haven't seen any black rap groups in a very long time until Migos came, and they
right,
were like the top of the food chain. Like, people don't want to give Migos the credit, but Migos and Young Thug, like they're like the baby daddies to like this music, that this genre that we listen to right now when it comes to hip hop. Yeah, we got drill music, but if you want to talk about mumble rap, they really were like the people that kind of.
man, my bad.
So,
I had a whole goddamn Amber Alert just take over my phone.
oh no.
Jeez
But
Louise.
yeah, um it's just really unfortunate. And you know what I mean? Like I said, 2022, it just feels like how high schoolers act when they finally, get on summer break. Like it was like 2020, we were like on lockdown, and like 2021, we got like a little bit of freedom, and it's like 2022 has just been a clusterfuck for black people. We got black relationships deteriorating. We got rappers getting smoked. We watching Kanye West fall from grace. We just watching. We making people who are absolutely delusional famous. It's just been not a good year for us, and it's really kind of sad, honestly.
Yeah, so
Um,
you know what we definitely need to keep paying attention to is how they're trying to manipulate time and history. You know, they're trying to really get you, they're really trying to get us to not remember so much of history. Then they're trying to rewrite and redo history. They're trying to put things just like what you were saying with Wikipedia. You know, they're trying to always create this narrative, and they'll try to get us to forget certain things that have happened to make an impact. And you know, that's
Mandela effect.
what you say.
The Mandela effect is in full blown. They like I haven't heard that phrase, that word in a long time up until like this year. Like they changing the narrative on a lot of things, and we also got to pay attention to a lot of stuff that's still going on with our political system, because while we're paying attention to all of this, there's things that's going on that we ain't really knowing about. Like I heard about the whole thing where there are parents who are literally like forcing mutilation on their children to change their sexes before they're even able to make that decision. And the president is okay with it. So, like, and we're running out of oil. Like, we might be facing a really bad oil crisis coming up real soon. So, you know what I mean? Like, we just really gotta like focus on what we can right now, because this shit is overbearing. I said I'm about to fall the fuck back from all social media outlets.
Yeah, well, you know, one thing that has to like, you know, has to continuously try to happen are think tanks and just having some kind of agenda. You know, what we are still kind of prehistoric when it comes to even knowing how to have uh, what we want and go get what we want, demand what we want, and politics. You know, we don't like, you know, this whole thing coming up right now. You know, you got people that getting ready to go vote for what? You know what I'm saying? Like if there's nothing, and there's other, see, like what kills me is that there are other groups who get what they want and they don't have to vote. I keep saying like with this Asian hate crime shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't like man, they didn't have to vote for that. You know what I mean? It's like with us, they understand that we're sleeping giants, and if we were to ever come together and unplug out of this matrix of make believe and materialism and all this other shit, and actually buckle down on some serious shit, because that's the problem. There's too many Negroes out here turning the fuck up all the time. Everybody's stories is full of either you done went to some place in the world that you are either by yourself probably getting slutted out. Let's just be 100. A lot of these chicks are going to Dubai and all these places getting slutted out. They getting shitted on literally. Go look that up on YouTube. All these so-called models who are going to these exotic places getting $35,000 to get pooped on for about 3 days.
Oh, don't forget the hummus on the booty hole with the camel lick around it.
see,
Like I
see what I'm saying? And so
the
it's like,
camel with the booty hole. Like a man told a chick like, hey, if you gonna do me, you gotta be nice to my camel too.
see,
'Cause
that's
I'm
what I'm saying.
gonna
If
put
you
some
want,
hummus in the hole and he gonna lick it off.
if you want this 30 racks, you gonna do it.
This hoe said, won't it bite? He said, no, he's a good camel.
See, you know what I'm saying? You go, you check these people, you check these, man, you check people's stories out, man. You check that, like, look. So what I'm saying is that, because it's too many of us that are always turning up, and then when you're talking about something serious, niggas still want to play like they kids and still want to play. They still want to turn up. until something actually happens to them personally, then they want the whole world to stop what they're doing to come help them out. You know what I mean? Like it needs to get to the point where, we are strategizing. We are having like, and I know it's a process. Like start going to your town hall meetings. You know what I'm saying? Because these things that are happening, like with takeoff and everything, these things are distractions. Just Jason, go ahead and speak, my brother.
Here's the problem, bro. There's not enough ants, man. Ain't enough ants, man. Let me break that down to you. See, King Solomon said, study nature. You see what I'm saying? See, when ants is trying to cross water, one's gonna drown, the next one's gonna drown, the next one's gonna drown. And guess what? They keep on drowning, but guess what? These bodies make the bridge. And then the colony can cross. You know what I mean? The people can cross. You see what I'm saying? But nobody wants to be that ant to lay down just to be a brick to the bridge to get you to where you need to go. Nobody wants to be that. And
No,
until that happens,
That's
where we at?
facts. Niggas,
no, because they pulling them ants down. Like they like they laughing at them and camcordering them and watching them and stuff and laughing at them. Like I've never been more embarrassed with the way that we have carried ourselves on social media over the last year than I have ever. I've never seen anything like it. It's like yo, like y'all know, like y'all know, like we being watched, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's that. That's
study,
that's that's what I'm saying. Like they are,
studied.
but it's like what Just was just saying. Like there's not a so there's two. There's not many of us that are willing to try to lay down for lack of better words the sacrifice of the good or the greater. And the sacrifice may need to be putting down the alcohol, putting down the weed, stop going to turn up every fucking weekend, actually raise your kids, shit like that. Like these are things that, you know, we have to lay down and do.
You know, lay down and do
Well, it's
now.
also going to take some power. We also got to recognize that um with like with everything going on, be very mindful of like loud listen to. You know what I mean? What kind of music because if we're listening to bullshit, it's serving us bullshit. Leo Cohen said on the club when Charlamagne God asked like why you all allow that sort of music to
You
be
breaking
put
up?
out.
Hold on,
I got
your phone's chopping up. Your
You
phone's
breaking up?
he said I got mouths to feed.
okay. You good now?
So it's all about money. Like it's racism, yes, it's still very much alive, but classism
Yeah, I agree with that.
is very much so on top of like literally racism right now. Cause we literally are watching it's like a chess move with
Let
removing somebody and then somebody else coming into their place.
let me
So
ask.
okay,
Let me
we
ask you this. Let me ask you this: is there a difference between racism and classism?
It's one of the same, man.
Because I
it's
I
one
can
of
tell you
the same.
when you go out to California and L.A. It ain't so, even here in San Antonio, you won't necessarily get called a nigga to your face, but you'll have a job. You'll have a job that they classify strictly for niggas. You'll
Yeah,
have a you when you go to try to get some hospitality, or you try to go to somewhere like a hotel, and instead of you getting that same treatment you would get from anyone else, they automatically short word you. They want to get you to where you're going.
yeah.
So that racism is in that classism is one. They not necessarily calling you a nigga, but when they don't treat you the same as someone else, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same,
Hey,
and
check it
Well, I
out.
that's
guess
real
you
heavy
could
out
say
here.
that. So I guess in a way, classism is kind of like blinded, like racism in a way,
Yeah,
because
it's not telling
you have the
you.
you have those top Negroes that feel like they feel like they're kind of special because of their finances, their financial success, and their level of expertise. Like you got Diddy out here dressed like a clown, who's now a
All the time.
billionaire just because Kanye West isn't a billionaire anymore.
And did you see the video
Billionaire.
where he almost got chin checked? There's a
Who
video.
that?
There's a video where Puffy walked up on somebody named Three Bits. I don't know if they're a rapper.
The dude, he's from Power.
Two bit.
Oh, so
Two
he's an
bit.
actor.
Two bit.
Two
Yeah,
bit.
he's an actor from Power.
Man, so Diddy walks up on him and starts, and I don't think he knew it was Diddy, and
He didn't.
he started telling him, "Hey man, fuck away from me, blah blah blah, Ray." And then Diddy start talking this, "What you gonna do, then, bitch?" And this, but then right after that, he's like, "I come with love, though." Like Diddy, man, did that. So like, I seen something on the social media from a few people saying about having to try, like it was like Mason and somebody else, man. They said about having to try to for us to try to switch up what we doing basically when it comes to I guess music and hip hop and all these other things. But part of the thing is we got to switch up with is we need to really stop supporting or even paying attention to these people that are not benefiting the culture. If these people if like the Migos and all these other people, if they make good music, then okay, they make good music, but we need to set that to the side and take it for what it's worth. Not put them no higher than, anybody. Like we need to be having more emphasis on things we do need to put up on a pedestal. Whether it be this economic shit, whether it be things that we really need to do as people, even morally conducting ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at it now, how many black people walk by you and even say hi to you, even look at you,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Right. Right. Right.
And this pandemic
I
has
just
really messed that up.
people
The
say hi
pandemic
to me.
what'd you say?
I said people say hi to me,
Yeah, but so like
Yeah.
if you so now one thing I'll say is like you so like if you were
but
to
not women. Not women.
yeah,
Black women don't. They some do. The older ones, but majority of the time they don't say nothing.
that's one, you know what I mean? It's like we have to get back to some kind of basics of just recharging ourselves, man. We have to hit the restart button, man, because a lot of this shit is just it's getting oversaturated with the fuckery. It's just what I
It's
mean.
this
So
phone.
it's so much
It's this
so.
phone.
Said my phone.
No, I said it's this phone.
Oh yeah,
This phone, social media, um, it's really doing a number on our minds. Like I said in my post, like we don't really realize that we're being spirit cooked by our algorithm and the things that we pay attention to.
oh yeah,
Um, that's why I said like I'd be okay in my own personal life, but I still feel like there's something is completely off. Just the way that we talk to each other, the way that we greet each other. You got the men versus the women type thing. You know what I mean? You got it's so much division and just it's just a bad energy. I don't know. I don't like it.
yeah. We
But I think
definitely
that brother was about to say
You know,
something.
go ahead,
that,
Justin.
that's part of the big. That's what they do. Is division, man. That's make the light niggas hate the dark niggas, and the dark niggas hate the light niggas. You know what I'm saying? Then you got white people. You know what I'm saying? They make us clash. Then the poor people and the rich people we clash. And you know what I'm saying? White life matter, black life, blue life. It's like clash, clash, clash. You can't say something about homosexuality. Clash, clash. That's what they do. Like you said earlier, all that shit's just a curveball to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? That's keep y'all bickering because here, let's talk mathematics real quick. How many people is in America? Let's just say, I don't know, let's just say a billion people, just for mathematical sake. How many police officers are in America? Or for mathematics sake, let's just say, I don't know, 50K. You got a billion versus 50K. how do these small numbers control the masses? You see what I'm saying? It's just like this programming, the teaching, the time we come up from pups. You know what I'm saying? That's why they never told you about Nat Turner, Nurgle Ali, Master Farad Muhammad. None of these guys, they wasn't with the bullshit. Marcus Garvey, you know, they don't teach us them because they don't want us to rise up against them because they realize that if we wake up and we outnumber them, ridiculous to ridiculous. And then not only that, then the whole world will rise up because they looking at us because, you know, that's what they do. They look to America for influence. And we standing up, they're gonna be like, well, hell, we're gonna do the same thing. Then the people around the world, like they can't have that. So we gonna stay divided. We can't get on one accord. You see what I'm saying? We gonna argue about niggas ain't shit and women are too masculine. We gonna keep that going because that's what they do. They're gonna put it in your face, put it in your face, put it in your face.
Yeah, but
That's the
it's
reality.
I think it's at the point right now though that because of the way things are happening, it's forcing us. And I've been saying this for some time now. These things have been happening the past 4 or 5 years, even with the pandemic. And the black culture is forcing us to have to come together and deal with things that we have not addressed, you know, probably ever. You know, there's not enough
Exactly.
conversations of, relationship wise with the men and women, getting along and shit like that, and where we at culturally.
So,
You know what I mean? So, and when things like this happen, like with the Takeoff situation, it's like so these things are not going to stop. These artists are
mm-mm.
signing up. They're signing up for them. They all know that they have an expiration date on their lives when they sign these contracts because that's part of the thing. They've been doing this since for a long time. They've been
I
doing it
But
got
a
a
for a
lot of them
very
question.
long
don't. A
time.
lot of them don't care. A lot of
Right.
them don't even care, bro. They don't care
Right.
that they got an expiration date because all they see is the money, the girls, the exploits, the just the attention that they're gonna get. They see the fame and they think that once they get that they're powerful. But like I was just watching a video yesterday on Lil Pump and Punk. I think that was his name. Remember him? Lil Pump. Well, he was top shit at one point, and like he performed in front of 12 people a couple of a couple of months ago. So they don't really be realizing that there's not a lot of longevity in this game like it used to be. Like to be able to stay in this game for 12 years consistently and make music consistently and still stay true to yourself, that is very rare. We have very little J. Cole's and Kendrick Lamar's and you know what I mean? We don't have that many people no more. And then most of the rappers like Jay-Z, they're execs. They don't gotta make music anymore. They make music really because they want to. We didn't need another Jeezy album, but he dropped the album because he wanted to. You know what I mean? So I think that right now it comes down to people who have been in that position to really start educating these new and up and coming artists that this is what it is. You need to read your contract and be very mindful about what you're signing. Make sure you have a solid lawyer who you can trust, and also be aware that it's so much more than music. It's more than music. It's a lot. It's a lot that comes with it.
I got a
That's
question.
facts.
So did the guy that got killed was he actually shooting dice?
I know. So the story. So what's being reported was that it was no. It was the Quavo, the other member of the group. He was the one that was actually in the dice game. So but then again, like I say, they what so Takeoff would be the ideal person to get in this type of situation because he was quiet, because he wasn't someone who was out there in the forefront. It's more of a reason for it to happen because people are going to remember it and they're going to have more feelings towards it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll look past the part where, he just had a domestic thing go on about a month ago or something. He never was really publicized with a female like Quavo and Offset were. You know what I'm saying? He had a real behind the scenes image. So when you hear people speak, they're gonna be like, oh man, he was the quiet one of the group. He was the one that it shouldn't have happened to, man, blah blah blah. And all these things are designed for you to connect with it emotionally. You know what I mean? That's why these things that we just gotta watch, man. We just gotta pay attention on how they put this shit in front of our face, man. You know, they either gonna try to they either gonna manipulate it so bad where you don't really know, or they gonna put it in your face all the way, and they still gonna hope that you don't know. Like they play these games, man, mentally, man. They this shit is wicked. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you know what? We've been on here for a nice little time. Let me get everybody to give their social medias out, man. We're gonna wrap this up, man. This has been a real good combo. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad Facebook let this ride. You know, shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying, Miss Shannon, give your your social media out. What you got
Um,
going?
yeah, you could just check me out on Instagram at I am Shannon underscore Nicole. And then Pretty Realist, which will be back up and running come December 1st. Taking a break because I'm leaving Facebook. I gotta get the fuck out of Facebook, bro.
Yeah, I
But
feel on
other
that.
than that, I'm here. I'm just here right now.
I feel you on that. Judge Jace, what up, bro?
Shit, you can follow yourself or whatever your numbers is, whatever your name is. You can follow yourself. You heard me, Jersey.
Hey, well, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I mean? You know who I be. You know what I mean? Comedian Jay Scott. This has been some real talk right here. So hit the like button, share this shit. You know what I mean? Play it back. You know what I mean? And that's how we gonna do it. We're gonna say good night, y'all. Good combo, very informative. Hey, I appreciate that. Keisha,
Appreciate that.
Debo Franklin, I appreciate that. Yeah, keep hitting that like button. All right, then. We out.
All right, peace, man.
It's been real, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that checked this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube. You know what I mean? Comedian Jay Scott on all platforms. Look out for your boy. Got shows coming up down here in the city in San Antonio. Looking to get around the state. I'll be in Austin December 3rd. So, we getting it popping. About to tap into these streaming platforms. So, go to Music Flicks. And if you have a Roku channel, Roku TV, look up the Most Wanted podcast. Me and my guy, the Mac, we got a whole season on there. We got more to come. You know what I'm saying? Signing off, man. I'm out.